the worst case scenario that I didn't even plan happened. Cam calls me and he says the flights have been cancelled. This is maybe like 8 o'clock at night, and our flight's meant to be in the morning at about 6 a.m.
Oh, you fly on Sunday morning?
Fly on Sunday morning.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
But in my head, I was going to get there for 10, 11 o'clock. I would have the whole day to sunbathe if I wanted to get my hair and makeup done. But no, the flights were cancelled. So I thought, well, I'm not going to the awards and I'm not playing. So I'm just going to have to turn up to the live show having not played.
Yeah, brilliant.
So
I would have really enjoyed that, actually.
But to be fair, that's why I spoke to you about it. Anyway, World Rugby got in contact with me and they said, do not worry, we'll sort something out. And I'm just thinking, well, how the hell are you going to sort it out? Because I'm on Skyscanner right now and there's nothing there. They ended up getting us a private charter, which was honestly... Okay, so, disclaimer, it was amazing. We went inside the Harrods Lounge. Insane. So they said to us, so it was 1:30 flight, get there 12:30 latest. So naturally I got there at 12:29, went in and it was like a hotel. Just went to the front desk, gave my passport, they took my luggage away from me and then they said, okay, go get a glass of champagne or something. And there was like sofas around and TVs and like speakers, so I could have carried on watching Ozarks if I wanted. This what I'm watching on Netflix at the moment. That was amazing. And then at about 1:25, they said, okay, you're going to get on the flight now. And by 1:40, we were in the air. So that is what I would pay for if I was to be getting private charters anywhere. The flight itself, it's just like a mini plane.
Yeah.
Like the inside, it wasn't like a private jet that you see on movies or anything like that. It was just like a small plane.
Yeah.
And there was, so a few of the boys were on with us. Alan Wynne-Jones came coming down. I actually got a video of him. And he was like crouched over. He looked like a giant. And obviously it's a smaller plane, so he was bending down the whole way. Anyway. So we're on the flight and there's obviously loads of wind and stuff. So we were
Did you feel it?
No, you couldn't feel it when we were in the air, but we were parked on the runway for a little bit.
Right.
And I kept thinking, oh, my makeup's at 5:30. And at the moment, if we set off right this second, we're going to be getting to Nice Airport at 4:45 and it's a 45-minute journey.
Can I ask why you had to get, like, why were all the flights cancelled? Because I have heard why all the flights were cancelled, as in to get there.
I actually don't know, so
right.
Tell me.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure it's because of the weather, because of the storm.
I thought it was that.
Yeah, so me personally, I'd be shitting a brick to actually then, like, get on a plane. Like, for a pilot to be like, all right, I'll fly them. Like, firstly, World Rugby must have paid the absolute bomb for that flight. And secondly, the pilot just has to have no, like, fear factor because no other flights were flying because of the storm. Oh, no, I'll just fly my little private jet, tiny little thing that probably can get taken in the wind to Nice. Why the hell not?
Yeah, why not?
With some rugby players on.
Exactly what I said. It's either they paid a bomb for it, whatever it was. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but we're here now. Or we just went on the Safa's flight back home. Because they could, I don't know how they fly anywhere. We could have just got onto their flight because it was the men's team. So there was
what? Sorry.
So either
that context didn't make any sense.
So it was either World Rugby paid. This is, I don't know. This is like my brain thinking.
Yeah.
Either they paid however much it was to get it, or the South Africans were always going to be on that flight because it was like Cheslin Colby and all that. And then they just said, "We've got some girls. Can they please come on?"
Got you. So it was already happening. You were just peasants to World Rugby. You were going on a commercial flight.
I don't know. One of two. I have no idea what it was. We'll say it's the first one. But yeah, it's a possibility. I don't know how they fly. But anyway, so we got there. I was panicking about getting my makeup done. Maddie Finati was like, "Oh, what makeup are you getting?" I was like, "Oh my God, I've not even thought about that." And this lady's a French makeup artist who doesn't speak much English. She said to me, "I'm leaving at 6 o'clock." When we landed, I looked at the maps. I was getting there at 6:10. I was like, "Oh, please, can you stay?" Because I haven't even brought any makeup out with me. Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Swear down, Charlie Brown.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, no, swear down. Anyway, got to
no, that's actual mental behaviour.
I know. I didn't pack till that morning. Like, it's whatever.
I don't know how we're friends. I actually don't know how we're friends.
Anyway, we got to the hotel, ran up. and was like in a bit of a panic. You know what I'm like when I'm rushing about.
Yeah, so she does panic actually.
Yeah, I do. And was panicking. I was speaking to this French woman. Bless her, she was so bumfuzzled that I was literally speaking to her so quickly, saying, "Please can I just have a glowy this?" And she was like, "How you say it? I do not understand." Anyway, so I just said, just glowy. Anyway, she did this makeup in about 6 minutes. 6 minutes. In and out. She's like, "Okay, au revoir." I was like, "Oh," just like that, we're just done. And then she left before I could even look in the mirror. It's a good job. I really like my makeup.
No, you looked real nice.
Thank you. She did start doing like eyeshadow, and I was like, holy shit. I don't really like eyeshadow on my eyes.
Yeah, but she might have just been putting like concealer on there and then powdering them. So
it was like
sweaty.
Bronzer as well. And then we went to the red carpet. Got a load of photos. That was really nice. And as well, originally it was just going to be my mum that was coming with me, and they managed to get Cam and my dad in. So honestly, it was the most perfect case scenario. So we literally went from the worst to the best. And the whole evening was just amazing. Like they do it so well, and it's Monaco. Like it felt like everything felt like expensive and bougie, and when we got there was ladies dressed like flamingos, and they were doing like these dances with like big wings and stuff. Like I was at a casino. And then went in, and there was open bar. But obviously I was like, well, I'm not gonna have too many to start with, because what happens if I do win and I have to get on stage and speak? Like, I don't want to be stumbling on my way. Thanks for this award, love.
I really want to say thanks to my mum. She's over there.
We did Team of the Year, went up. That was really cool.
So what was the order? Like what?
So it was women's first. They did Team of the Year first, and then they did Breakthrough, and then Player of the Year. It was just really cool. The people in that room, there was some really cool people. I kept on fangirling, sitting around. I was actually right at the front as well. I kept turning around and being like, "Oh, Damien McKenzie's there," or and DuPont's there. And then the Princess of Monaco came in, and
well, she picks the date.
So
it's all like around her.
Yeah,
like World Rugby have no scope on it.
She's the
boss.
She gave boss energy.
Really?
Yeah, so we all had to stand up and like applaud her in.
What happens though? Like as in, because so for my opinion, and this is a shout to World Rugby, stream it.
Yeah.
Stream it.
There was video. Like, this is what I don't understand.
Stream it. I want to watch it. I'm there after the live show, updating my Instagram. Like, has Ellie won? I want to know. I want to feel like I'm there. I want to watch it. I want to see her trip on the stairs walking up. Like, I'm sure that didn't happen, but I want to know everything. Like, is there like videos of everyone, and then they go, and the winner is?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So there was no highlights, and I thought there was gonna be.
I thought there was gonna be.
Yeah, I really thought there was gonna be, but there wasn't. They just spoke on stage, and then we went up, and you had to do a bit of a speech.
Yeah, but so do they say the win like? What,
yeah,
do they speak openly about like, the women's 15s have had a great season, like we've got 4 great nominees?
It's an opening, so they do like nominees come up on the big board,
right,
and then someone comes out with the paper
and it goes,
yeah, literally. And then he just asked me a couple of questions on stage. He asked me what the Cowboys was in front of everyone, and then asked me to do the dance. I was like, Ugo, not in heels. Anyway, I basically said,
well, did you give us a shout out or not?
No, I didn't say Rugby Rodeo, actually. Maybe I did, but if there was a
stream...
So
I'm hard grafting at home, doing a live on my own, and you don't even have the audacity to shout us out.
Maybe I did, but I couldn't remember a word that I'd said.
Not to be negative, this is not going to be negative, but no. But do you think that, I'm sure people might want to hear this, but that you've like not peaked too early, but peaked in the wrong year? Do you know what I mean? As in like... how are you going to get better this season than you were phenomenal last season? Do you get what I'm do you get what I mean?
100%.
Like, what are going to be the extras? I know you don't have to tell everyone your secrets, but like what is it going to be that makes you then be even better than the Ellie Kildunne of 2024? It's not about being...
No, I completely understand. I haven't had the perfect season. I've scored some tries, and I've been part of a very good team, both at Quins and at England. And this is what I mean. I haven't scratched my potential yet. Like, it has been a very good season, but it hasn't been perfect. And there's so many parts of my game that I'm working on: my kicking, my running, my distribution, my tackling.
Yeah, sorry.
My tackling. And that's like, I know that I can get better in every single part of my game. And it's not a case of peaking too early. It's now, right, okay, how am I going to win it next year?
Yeah, and I guess like your foundations now are like so high. So like you're not starting from the bottom. I know you're like, it's like 0 now, but it's actually not 0. You're probably at like 7. Whereas like 2 years before you probably were at 3.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's 0, but it's not actually 0. Like your standard now is so high that you're going to have to raise the bar, and you're going to get other teams, your teammates, people around you to also raise the bar, because you want to get better. So people around you will have to get better to not stay at your standard, but like everyone will have to keep growing.
Yeah. And I also think that no one will ever get to the best that they can't get any better.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
Everyone will say, "Oh, Ronaldo's the best." Like you can never be at the top. It is a glass ceiling, because you think, "Oh, that is what the best looks like." But you get to that point, and then you think, "Oh, actually, well, I can't spiral off my left foot, so I'm going to start trying to spiral off my left foot." And I'm really excited about a few things in my kicking game. I'm not going to give away on this pod, but I'll speak to you after. Just like I'm so imaginative, and I keep on thinking of different ways of being better and getting better, and how am I going to do that? Where can I put them extra 1% in? And this is just the start, I think. Now, like I said, I've set a standard now.
Yeah.
There is no way I'm going below that standard, and the only way that I can go is up. And I'm blessed that I'm only 25 and I've got so many years ahead of me, which I'm excited about, very much so.